Thank you, Kartik. That was quite complicated to get that up, so thank you. Also, thank you for attending tonight. It's a pleasure to talk to you all. My name's Eamon Tuhami, and I'm the founder of Motivi. We're a smart platform that enables fast feedback for managers and teams. So what's the problem? The problem is most managers are overworked. They have too much things to do. They don't have enough time, quite often, to catch up with their teams. I know, because I've been this manager. I was 10 years at Experian, and quite often I was doing so many things, I couldn't simply have a quick weekly meeting with my team. I've also been that employee who finds it hard to connect to a manager and offer quick, simple feedback around what's going good and what's not. Helps if the clicker works. That's the problem. That's the manager. So the solution. What is the solution for this? There is a technology solution to this. We've created a suite of mobile and web apps that helps connect the manager. It helps the manager save time, they get fast feedback, and with that they're able to improve performance. So we haven't created anything new at the heart of Motivi. What we looked at is every single employee should be updating their manager what they're working on, how the week's going. Most teams should have a start of week meeting. So at the heart of Motivi, we've created a simple feedback form. And you can complete this on mobile or web apps. When you open the form at the end of the week, the first thing you get asked is to enter in your top 3 highlights of the week. This is simple text entry. If you type too much, above 200 characters, the text changes amber. If you type over 300, it changes red. So we're subtly trying to encourage people to be precise and concise. Once you've entered in your top 3 highlights of the week, we then ask you to enter in your top 3 challenges. Now, if you didn't have any challenges, you don't need to put anything in. You can skip this section. What's fascinating is we see people put in challenges, which are both hard challenges, so I'm struggling with this quarter's sales target, but also soft challenges, such as the Wi-Fi is rubbish at work. This is important information to get back. We then get you to quickly rate how well you've been able to focus on work that week, and then finally, you enter in the top 3 things you want to focus on work next week. We find 80% of employees do this on a Friday afternoon. You're in the week. You know how the week has gone. You know what you want to do next week. However, we don't stop there. We've got you in this moment. So before you submit, we ask a couple of automated, anonymous questions. This allows us to measure and quantify how you feel about work. And that's it. You submit. That took me 1 minute, 10 seconds to do. On average, it takes employees less than 2 minutes to complete across our global teams who are using Motivi. So what do we do with this information? Now, you know that feeling. You come into work Monday morning, you might be a bit tired, you can't remember what you want to work on. Every employee, 8 o'clock in the morning, we send them a simple email which reminds them of what they want to focus on work that week. They're managing themselves better with this process. Then, if you're a manager, simply scroll down that same email and you get to see each of your direct reports. You quickly see what they're working on in the week. You see what their challenges have been and their highlights have been for the previous week. These nuggets of information allow you then to have a quick conversation. We support conversation. We're not replacing conversation. You come into work knowing what your team is doing. You come into work knowing that your manager has received feedback. We then have a data analytics layer to Motivi. So you can log into the platform. If you're an employee, you get an experience, much like Fitbit, but for work, so you can understand how you're doing over time. We give you feedback in terms of what you need to do better. If you're a manager, we collate the automatic questions together. We generate an engagement score. We show you where you need to focus more with your team. If you're a senior manager, this data aggregates at a company level. You're having real-time analytics on your employees. This is transformational. This has a huge impact. Here's an example of our pricing. It's simple. We simply charge £5 per person per month. We're also live in several other currencies because, as I said, we have global teams using Motivi. This is RBI. This is their global marketing director, talking about how we're enabling open culture within their business. This is NBC Universal, who who are using us in New York. Quite simply, this manager describes us as having an awesome product. He went live with Motivi without us even talking to him. He heard about us from the UK team. He simply went onto their website. He signed up himself, put his credit card in, put his team live. It's that quick. Now, I can put up lots of quotes. I can talk quite a lot, as I do. But this is a quick clip of an employee last Friday at Lloyds Bank talking about Motivi.
So I would recommend Motivi because I think that it enables conversations to happen that maybe wouldn't happen face-to-face in the real world owing to time pressures, but also because it's a really healthy thing to do for the individual, as well as a really healthy thing for the management team to understand in real time how their team is doing.
So as a founder, sometimes you can only hope how people experience your product. So I got very emotional when I heard this. And this isn't an isolation event. We hear lots of this great feedback from lots of different people across huge corporations to small startups who are using Motivi. We better connect managers and their employees. Here are just a few of our global clients. And I must thank PwC and Future of Work because a few of these clients have come from this program. One in particular is a CEO at a major bank. We presented it to him 2 weeks ago. He saw Motivi and he thought, wow, I can get better feedback from my company heads. It was our first meeting with him in person. The next day, he went live. It's that simple. We would love to work with you. If you're a manager, if you're an employee, we can better connect. We can connect you to your team better, to your organisation better, and we can make work better. We're a team of 8 based in central London. We are raising capital at the moment, but we're also revenue generating, which is extremely important. I really look forward to talking to some of you later. Our stand's in the corner. Thank you very much.